Hey there, welcome to your reading. I hope you all are doing so good. Thank you for joining me. So, today's reading is the person on your mind. How do they feel about you right now? So, you can be asking about romantic connection, friendship, um, family, platonic connections. So, if any romantic messages do come out and you are asking about a platonic connection, just feel free to reject those messages, okay? Or like flip it in a way that makes sense for the relationship you do have with them. But anyway, so today we do have four groups for you to choose from. We have group one, group two, group three, and group four. If you do want to take a moment to choose your group, feel free. But I will see you in your readings. Hi, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the first group, the heart-shaped stone, then this reading is for you, okay? So the person on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? All right, so we do have the Queen of Wands upright, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and we also have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. How do they feel about you right now? Right, so it definitely feels like they are enjoying having you in their life, getting to know you. At this moment, they could feel like, especially if nothing serious or concrete has happened between you both, they could feel like you are a good friend, either a good friend to them or maybe a good friend to other people, someone else in your life. But they do feel like you are quite a solid person, independent as well. They also feel like you like your space. They feel like they can have a lot of fun with you. They think that you could like adventure, especially if they don't know this about you for sure, but they do get the impression that you do like adventure. They feel like you are someone who's quite bold as well. They do feel like you can have like a feisty, character, that you can maybe be harsh at times as well, though. They feel like you can be a bit of a tough cookie. Um, they do feel this very strong attraction between the two of you. I mean, this could be more from their side though, but they do feel optimistic about you. They feel like your relationship can have a lot of potential. But if you both are friends, they are more hesitant about this, but at the same time, hopeful and open. And if you resonate with this, they like the fact that you're not super sweet or like super, um, you know, feminine or, girly. Uh, it just feels like, even if you dress really feminine or carry yourself in a feminine way, there's something about your soul or your personality that's more aggressive. And they love the contrast. They love your passion as well. They also feel very passionate about you. They also have a lot of compassion for you as well, a lot of warm feelings towards you. They feel like you're full of ideas, you're full of creativity. They do feel like they could make you happy and that you could make them happy. They do feel positive about you. And they may not know this for sure, but they kind of get the impression, or maybe they do know this for sure, but they do feel like you are quite a sexual person as well. They also have a lot of sexual feelings, a lot of sexual energy towards you. But for a lot of you here, it doesn't really feel like they think you feel the same chemistry as them. But even though they don't feel like the attraction is as strong on your side, they they feel like they don't have to put up this front with you. You know, they feel like you're someone who kind of wears your heart on your sleeve. Wait. For some of you, if you don't necessarily wear your heart on your sleeve, they wish you would. Especially maybe when it comes to them. They do feel like you're a super cool person though. They do feel like they've done what they can to share their feelings with you, maybe give you hints, but maybe they feel like they haven't been vocal about it enough. Like maybe they feel like they've shown you how they felt through actions, again, like through hints, you know, through their body language and stuff like that. Um, but I don't know, maybe they feel like they just haven't been as forthright, as vocal about it. Like, let me just say how it is. So their feelings for you, it does make them feel slightly frustrated as well, you know. And they could feel emotionally drained right now. I don't know, this doesn't feel like it's entirely you know, because of how they feel about you. It does feel like it is in terms of other things that they have going on. They do think that you both need to let go of the past, but they also recognize that they are still needing to heal from their past, perhaps a past relationship. And this actually may not have anything to do with a past relationship. This could be more so referring to, you know, personal challenges that they need to heal from, or, you know, challenges in their life. So whether this is referring to career, health, you know, financial, they feel like they need to overcome certain challenges first. So if things are moving slowly between the two of you, they could feel like that's actually quite a good thing in a way. Like they don't feel 100% positive about it. But they could feel like, okay, maybe this is, you know, a sign for me to continue healing, getting on a better path for myself, you know? And if you both are friends, like if you both are acquaintances, they do feel like you both need to let that go, like leave that relationship in the past, maybe to explore something more romantic as well. So they do feel like you aren't really a possessive person. And they do feel like you both can be on the right path with a certain amount of effort from both of you, and you know, wanting to be on the right path, especially if you aren't really, you know, as into them as they are you. They do feel like they need to be more generous with you as well. And if you both are just friendly at the moment, they feel like they need this to end, you know, in order to start something fresh, something new and romantic. They do also feel like they need to stop holding themselves back and just be more open. All right, so we have aquamarine, divine life purpose, trust the signs, and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. How do they feel about you? So they also love how much you trust yourself as well. They also feel like they need to trust their intuition, their gut when it comes to you. This does feel like it is in terms of taking a chance moving forward with you. We also have bless your heart, reach out for emotional and spiritual support to help heal and mend your heart. So for some of you here, they do feel like you are unlikely to reach out to them for maybe emotional support or maybe support in other ways, but it feels like they wish you would. So we also have transition, release attachments to what was and prepare for what is to come. You know, again, so similar to the messages that were coming out earlier, they do feel like you both need to release, you know, what was in your relationships, whether that is friendship, whether, you know, there were challenges between the two of you in the past. They do feel like you both need to let that go so that your relationship can transition to move into something new. Do you have more for this? So we also have house home. Come home to the residence of your soul resonance. So I don't know if they necessarily feel like you both are compatible. They could feel like you both have a good amount of differences between you both that could make you incompatible on paper, but they feel like it would work. You know, they feel like regardless of compatibility, that you guys could enjoy like stability together, you know? Like they feel like you guys could have a nice life together with effort. With the Nine of Wands, like overcoming certain challenges, um, you know, and willingness to keep moving forward, even if it is difficult at times. Do you have more from them? And this is just a random message, but for some of you here, they could feel like you have a beautiful home, or they could imagine like a home life with you being very beautiful and peaceful with the temperance card at the bottom. So we also have energy of love. So they do feel like there could be a lot of love between the two of you, you know? And finally, we have simple pleasures. Look for beauty that is all around you. And for some of you, like this could be new feelings awakening on their part. Like they could have been seeing you or feeling you in one way, and now it's just like, oh, you know, it's like wiping dust out of your eyes. Okay, I'm like finally seeing the potential between us. Like feeling more optimistic because I can see it now, because my vision isn't blurry, you know. But anyway, so simple pleasures, how do they feel about you? So they also feel like if you were to get on the same page, get in sync with each other, that things could be very simple between you two. You know, they feel like there wouldn't be much conflict between you both, you know? Um, so yeah. Do you have anything else? But that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could resonate, make sense, and be helpful. But I'm wishing you all the best, all right? Take care. Hi, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this seashell, then this reading is for you. So, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? All right, so we have some very lovely cards. We have the Empress upright, we have the Page of Cups upright, and we also have the Nine of Pentacles upright. Okay, so how do they feel about you right now? Okay, so the person you're asking about, they love how soft and how gentle you are. They do feel like you are this great person, you know, a good heart. They feel like they have to be very loving and nurturing towards you. Like you come across as maybe very feminine, very gentle. So they feel like they need to treat you as such, you know. They feel like you are very comforting for them, or that you can be comforting for them if they don't notice for sure. Like they feel like you both can make things work, regardless of whether you're asking about a relationship, friendship, acquaintanceship, family. They feel that you are very confident in yourself as well, which they love. They feel like you have grown and matured, and they do feel like you're compatible with them in a lot of ways as well, but especially emotionally. For some of you here, for a lot of you, it does feel like they feel as though they need to wait for you. Maybe wait before they can make a move, or wait to make things solid. And this may actually be waiting until something from their past settles. Maybe something from your past. Let me see. But they really do feel in tune with you emotionally, though. They do feel nervous about expressing the depths of their feelings for you. They feel like you're perfect, honestly, you know, in their eyes, especially in terms of a relationship. They feel like you would be perfect for them, you know, and you come across as well as someone who knows what they want, and they love that. And I don't know if I said this already, but they do think that they can have something very solid with you. They think that you can make them feel loved. They feel like you are very maternal as well, whether you're a mom or not. This could be a part of your job. Um, Maybe, you know, the kids in your friend group or your family, maybe even random kids you meet. Like maybe you're just, you know, naturally good with kids, but, you know, regardless, they feel like you are very maternal. They also feel that you are very artistic as well and quite chill. Like there's like this innocent vibe that they get from you, which they love. They feel somewhat infatuated by you, you know? And like with the Page of Cups, it's like they feel this heavy crush on you. Um, and right now they are only thinking of the positive. Like it's like there is absolutely no negatives that come to mind with how they feel about you and when they think about you. It's just like they don't see many, if any, downsides. They are very hopeful about you. They have a big crush on you. They feel like they can express themselves to you if you guys are already close, but if you aren't, they feel like they want to. They have this desire, this pull to, because they feel trust there. They feel trust in their feelings for you. Even again, like even if nothing serious has happened between you two, they feel safe enough to, like, there's no walls or boundaries. Not boundaries, that may not be the right word, but restrictions. So yeah, they do really feel like they want to be completely honest with you about how they feel. They want to do romantic things for you. If they already do, they love doing that. They love you know maybe helping you and nurturing you if you guys are already in a relationship. But if you aren't, like, they have this desire to do all of those lovely things for you. They miss you as well. They miss you when you aren't around. And if you've been with them a while, they feel like they've fallen in love with you again, you know? Um, and if there's distance between the two of you, they definitely feel like absence makes the heart grow fonder. They feel deep and secure in their feelings for you. You are such a positive influence on this person. They admire you truly. They love how sensitive you are. They wouldn't change that for anything. They want you to continue to be vulnerable. If you haven't gotten to that space with them yet, they can't wait, for that emotional vulnerability and openness between the two of you. Like, they could see you as such an emotional and sensitive person. I don't know if they've shown that side of them to you yet, but they feel like you guys would be so compatible, just like all gooey and in love. Um, this is such a nice reading. Oh my god. Anyways, um, so yeah, they do feel like you're so independent and so sure of yourself. They love your confidence, your ambition, or the goals that you set for yourself. It doesn't have to be referring to career though. They do feel more than confident in moving forward with you. They feel like you will both enjoy a really fruitful and stable life together. They hope you feel proud of them. Like, they, that's so nice. It feels like they want you to see them in a positive way. So I'm going to do what I can to make sure I, live up to, I don't know, it may not even necessarily be living up to your standards, but they want to live up to a high standard for you. Yeah, so they do hope you feel proud of them. They think about treating you well. They hope to treat you well. They feel like you both have worked really hard as well. And because of that, that you maybe are currently enjoying the benefits of it. If you are in a relationship with them already. But if you aren't, they feel like you will enjoy the benefits of it and you guys will just have this really beautiful life together. Let me see something. And you know what? It doesn't even feel like wishful thinking. Like, they genuinely feel like there will be very few challenges for the two of you. And I don't know, this doesn't even really feel like it's them being, um, what's that word? Like, naive. It doesn't even really feel like that on their side. They'd have genuine trust, that you guys can move forward in the best way. If conflicts do arise, they don't feel like it would even be conflict between the two of you. They feel like maybe you guys will be a couple or you already are a couple who just be able to discuss it like mature adults and not have that conflict and that fight. So it doesn't, they recognize that, okay, I know I'm seeing this in the most positive way, but that's just genuinely how I feel. Like, I don't feel like there is any negatives now or in the future. And they hope to keep it that way, you know? Like, they recognize how awesome you are, and they have said to themselves, like, I will not take this person for granted. And if any of you here are single, they definitely feel like you're happy being single, but they hope they can change that. They want to be a positive addition to your life. So if you're single and you're already living a very good life, they don't want to come in and like ruin that. They only want to improve it. Not improve it. I don't know if improve is the right word, but definitely add to the awesomeness that you already have going on. And they also want your connection um to be free of outside influence. Like, they want it to be you two. Like, we rely on each other, we listen to each other, we have each other's backs. And if you both are already together, they feel like you both are already very invested in each other, and that you already have that very strong foundation. What a lovely reading, my gosh. All right, so we have sensitive emotions, times of heightened emotions, sensitivity, call for extra self-care, and gentleness. So again, like, they love how sensitive you are. They feel very sensitive when it comes to you as well. They feel very in tune with you emotionally. They want to take care of you as well. Like, they really do want to treat you with gentleness and kindness and love. So we also have stress reduction, de-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. And they also feel like they want to be someone in your life where they can keep your stress to a minimum. Like, they want to be your peace. They want to help you when you do feel stressed. Like, again, not necessarily referring to them, like, it could be in terms of work and other responsibilities, but they don't want you to have to carry that on your own. They want to be able to help you with that. It's like they want to be a part of you taking care of yourself, making sure you get enough rest, making sure you can um you know self-care and all that stuff, right? So we also have flood, express the ocean of your emotions. So again, like, this message has come out a few times already, so they definitely feel like they can express the depths of their emotions with you. Or for some of you, again, if you're not really there yet, they have this very, very strong desire and pull to do that. This may even be something that they do quite soon. We also have falling, drop into the deep end of your soul. Like, you've really made this person change the way they look at themselves, change the way that they look at love, relationships. Like, they feel like you've made them a much deeper person. Maybe a much more emotional person. Maybe they didn't realize how emotionally in tune they could feel with someone. And it's just like, wow. So we also have life's purpose. Seek your own deeper vision for life. A lot of deepness. They feel like they're meant to have a family with you. They feel like you are a part of their life's purpose, like you're meant to be in their life, you know? Like, honestly, if this person's religious or even spiritual, whatever, they feel like God made you for them. And finally, we have Heart of the Matter, align life's pathways through the heart. So again, if you guys aren't really there yet, they do feel like they are needing to do more on their part to do what they can to align you both, you know, and to get onto the same page, to maybe have a heart-to-heart conversation, or just build that heart-to-heart connection with you, because they feel it, but maybe they feel like not enough action has taken part, or not enough has happened in like the 3D to like match how they feel. So it feels like they want to do that more moving forward. But yeah, that is all I have though for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could resonate. I do hope it can make sense and be helpful. But I am wishing you all the best, all right? Please take care. Bye. Hi, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the third group, the clear quartz geode, then this is for you. So the person on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? So we do have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We also have the Hanged Man and the Ten of Pentacles upright. Let me just see something. Okay, so please only take what makes sense and what resonates for you. Let me see actually. Alright, so okay, there's this energy of them feeling like there has been this missed opportunity between the two of you. They do feel like it's difficult to talk to you. You know, again, take this if it resonates, but they do feel like you were rude, or you are kind of rude to them. They feel like you made too impulsive a decision when it came to them as well. They do feel like there is this distrust on both sides. You know, they feel like you can be aggressive. Again, I don't know if this is really referring to aggressive with them. It could be. Um, but this could be possibly referring to someone else in your life. Honestly, it feels like right now they get the feeling like they need to just leave you alone, to be honest. Whether or not they will is a different story. But they feel like you haven't been listening to them, or that you won't, or you don't listen to them. It's like, okay, I tried that door, I tried that door, I tried this direction and that direction. They just feel like there's nowhere else to turn, like there's nowhere else to move, you know? It's like playing chess and there's no other plays left, you know, like that's how they feel, if that makes sense. And they feel frustrated because frustrated because of what they perceive as a lack of effort on your part. They feel like you don't notice them, or you don't notice their efforts, or you're just not really caring about their efforts right now. They do feel like you can be insecure and they wish you wouldn't. And this doesn't feel like insecurity in general, because it does feel like they actually see you as someone who's quite confident in a lot of ways. but perhaps insecure when it comes to them. Again, this could be down to lack of trust. They do feel like they have been treated unfairly by you, that you don't really value them. They just feel like you aren't very focused on them right now either, you know? You make them feel slightly nervous, and they kind of feel like you don't have much consideration for them. And in their perspective, you know, they feel like you don't really know what you want. They do feel like they should have been more honest with you though. Um, but right now they kind of just feel like you're too cautious of them, and they are really unsure of how to move forward with you. They do feel stuck on you. They feel uncertainty from you as well, or maybe you've actually kind of been vocal about the uncertainty that you feel. Either way, it feels like they want you to trust them, but they feel like the likelihood of that happening is just quite slim. But at the same time, it feels like they are also very unwilling to try and change anything, because they do, you know, again, they see very little chance for the two of you like turning things around. They feel like you both didn't really have much of a direction anyway. They do definitely feel defeated, you know, and with that hangman, they like there is this energy of surrender. Maybe they feel like they need to kind of just let it go. And you know, for a lot of you here, they do feel like you're putting something else first, whether this be family, whether this be a commitment or responsibility that you have. And they also feel like you're very traditional, maybe too traditional for them. They could feel like you are more settled or more ready to settle down, but they could be ready to settle down as well. But it just feels like maybe your ideas on what that looks like are very different. You know, they could prefer something more unconventional, whereas they see you as quite conventional in their perspective. And you know, for some of you here, they may not feel as strongly about marriage as you do, at least in their perspective. And they also feel like you have strong traditions, maybe routines, maybe family bonds, and maybe they kind of just feel like they don't really align with that, or maybe they won't fit in with that. They also feel like you both would need to make sacrifices for each other, and they don't know if you would be willing to do that or if they would be able to do that either, you know? Okay, so we have ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. So they feel like you will soon be ready to move on. I don't know if this is moving on from them, but they do feel like eventually you will be in a new relationship. You will have moved on. You will have healed from the past, you know, and be willing and ready to open up to new love and explore new connections. This is actually something that they feel worried about though. And again, like they hope something changes with this Eight of Swords. They hope something changes, but they feel too restricted. Eight of Swords, the Hangman, like they feel too restricted to change that, even though they hope it changes. And we also have life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. They also feel like they don't know how to love you. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's like incompatibilities in terms of the way you both love. Maybe you both love very differently. So maybe they find it's hard to align with the way you like to be loved, or, you know. So yeah, they do feel like it is hard to understand. Anyways, how do they feel about you? So they do feel like your life is changing, and that was clarified by four Pentacle cards: Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, all in the upright. And we do have Ten of Pentacles there, so they could feel like your life is changing. They could feel like you're very dead set on your life changing as well, on your life growing. This could be financially, this could be in terms of your stability, could be in terms of relationships. Like they feel like you're more serious or looking for something more serious. So they do feel like your life is changing in big ways, or that it will be changing in big ways, and that's what you're currently aligning with right now. So we have party, celebrate yourself. All right, so if they like to party and you could be more of a homebody, they could feel like that is a part of the differences between you both. And you know, it may not even be them liking to party, it could be them always wanting to, you know, chill with their boys, or, you know, be out and about, and, you know, not really staying inside or whatever it may be. So yeah, like they could feel like there are some big differences between the way you both live your life, you know. But they also feel like you're going to be having a lot of, there's going to be a reason you're going to be celebrating soon. Like they could feel like, again, like with this life-changing epiphany or experience, like they do feel like something in your life is changing, or again, you're very dead set about something changing. So you're going to have something to celebrate soon, something to be proud of yourself for, you know. We also have school, examine your beliefs about being tested. How do they feel about you? So they feel like you have made them look at themselves a bit more, examine themselves a bit more. But with this Eight of Swords, like even though they may have noticed things that they may need to change, you know, it doesn't really, it feels like they're limited in their options or their desire to even change. You know, they could feel like, okay, this is just who I am, this is just the way the situation is, like it is what it is, okay, like there's nothing much I can do about it. But you have made them look at themselves a bit more. So we also have move forward. So they could feel like you've already moved forward. They feel like they need to do the same. But they do feel like there is this unfinished business between you both. Like, even if they do end up moving forward from you, they feel like, okay, there's still something there. Like, maybe I didn't try enough, you know. But again, with that Eight of Swords coming out a few times, the Hangman, you know, they almost feel restricted in their ability to move forward with you in a positive way. So we also have Concealed Power. So they do feel like you are hiding yourself from them. So I don't know whether this is kind of you is that a word, limiting? So this could be you limiting what they see of you, what they know about you, communication. For some of you, I mean, they could feel like you are hiding something from them. I don't really, let me see. Yeah, for some of you, they actually do feel like you are hiding something from them. But they do feel limited in their reach to you or what they know about you at the moment. But anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could resonate. I do hope it could make sense. I do hope it could be helpful as well. But I'm wishing you all the best, all right? Please take care of yourselves. Bye. Hello, if you've chosen the fourth group, this seashell, then this reading is for you. The person on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? Alright, so we do have the Five of Cups in reverse. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. And we also have the Seven of Swords upright. Okay. Alright, so they feel like you both need to just go ahead and make up already. Put something behind you, and that someone needs to put an end to the conflict. Maybe be the bigger person. This could be more about them though. Oh, hold on. Like, they could feel like you both need to kind of just sweep the mess, the BS underneath the carpet, you know, and kind of call it a day. Like, they feel like you both should be ready to move forward already. They want to stop fighting with you. They want to stop clashing with you as well. They feel like you both need to let go of what happened in the past as well. But they don't really feel like you are as willing to do that as they are. Like, they don't feel like you're very willing to let it go. Like, and even if you do end up being good and being on good terms with each other, they feel like the past is still always going to be there on your mind and that you wouldn't be able to fully move past it. And you know what, despite like everything that's happened between you, they do have positive feelings for you. They want you to feel hopeful, not necessarily referring to them, just maybe hopeful about life and moving forward in your life, like having a glass that's half full instead of half empty, rather than focusing on a loss as well. They also want you to appreciate yourself more. They may actually already feel like you are taking the steps to appreciate yourself more. Like, you're maybe feeling more confident in yourself. But they kind of feel like if things don't change between the two of you, especially if you guys aren't in a good place, Or it's like, okay, if we do, for example, if you guys are in separation and you guys do get back together, if the mess and challenges in the past, if they continue, then we're gonna have to end up calling it quits, you know, and that they will have to move on, you will have to move on. And they also feel like they need to stop feeling sorry for you. Um, and they kind of feel like maybe at this point you need to help yourself. It's like for some of you, they could want you to feel more independent, like they want to stop feeling responsible for you, you know? And, again, like if you guys aren't in a good place, they do feel like the state of your relationship is a damn shame. But they also feel like they need to let it go, like let go of those feelings of loss, of sadness, of frustration and stress. Like maybe they feel like that's kind of like no way to live. It's not good to hold on to all of that. And at the same time, they kind of feel like they don't have anything to apologize for or feel guilty about. Um, but at the same time, they do feel remorse. Maybe not in terms of actions or anything, but just remorse in terms of, how you feel and how the connection is right now. But they do feel understanding towards you, like even though I may not be taking responsibility for X and Y, like I do understand why you feel the way you do. Like they have consideration of you and your feelings and understanding. Like they understand why you are mad, were mad, even if you don't feel that way anymore. They feel like you need to make up with them. Maybe they feel like you need to take steps to balance out the emotional, maybe disconnect or aggravation in your relationship to them. And if this is someone you are trying to get back, they think you only feel that way because you're lonely or because you have maybe a limited amount of people in your life. Like in their perspective, you need to communicate better with them as well. And they think that you want them to compromise or make a sacrifice. And, you know, it's like there could be two paths available for you for you both, like walking away from each other or making it work. And they don't feel like the path of you guys walking away from each other has to be necessary. Like they feel like if you both were to make an effort or put something behind you, I don't know what this aggravation is between the two of you, but they feel like if you were be able to put it behind you, that you guys can move forward. It's not necessary to be in a bad place or a dark place or constantly experiencing these challenges or these I don't know, or these conflicts with each other. But at the same time, they feel like they can't not be selfish. Like they feel like they can't be completely selfless towards you at this moment. And that's not to say they don't really care about you. Um, but it feels like they have to care about themselves in certain ways as well. And to do that, they need to be a little bit selfish. So they also feel like they need to be more cautious or move more in, I don't know how to, sneaky. It doesn't really feel like the right word, but it feels like it holds a similar energy, and I can't think of a more appropriate word right now. But it almost feels like they should be more sneaky. They feel that way, like they shouldn't wear their heart on their sleeves. And for some of you, they do feel like you want to sabotage them in some way, perhaps a relationship, or something else that's, I don't know if it's something going well for them. or like another big commitment that they have. I mean, this could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship or a family relationship. And they feel like you've both cheated on each other. Again, this doesn't have to be like literally like third party situations and all that. For some of you, it could be. Um, but this could be like being dishonest, lying, and not really treating each other in appropriate ways. And they do feel like you both aren't taking accountability, or maybe you both haven't taken accountability with one another. And they may even feel like they have to do something sneaky to kind of get back on track with you. Oh, I just looked up and it's 555. Four fives. I can't remember how much five I said. Then we have two fives here. So it does feel like they're like hopeful for change, like they're hoping for change. Okay, so we also have passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that is dear to your heart. Right, so what is that about? How do they feel about you? All right, so along with the death card, along with all the fives that have been coming through in your reading, it feels like they could think that you need to find something in your life that you're quite passionate about, something that gives you purpose. Like they could feel like there's not enough positive things in your life for you to focus on. So they definitely, hope that happens for you. You also have value, your self-worth. I don't know, this could be different for a lot of you, but it feels like for a group of you, they feel like you already are on the path of valuing yourself a lot more, or they hope you are. But for others of you, they want you to kind of value and love yourself a bit more, take care of yourself. So we also have computer, upgrade your mental software. So they do feel like you need to change the way you look at something. They feel like you need to change your perspective, whether this be on the world, on relationships when it comes to them. Um, but yeah, they definitely feel like you need to, yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, this could be living in the past. This could be an outdated way of thinking in their perspective. But yeah. So we also have money. Discover the source of your true power. So yeah, there is this energy of them feeling like you need to believe in yourself more, you know? Do you have more from this? They could feel like you're too focused on like material things. We also have fine wine. Longing is the portal to wholeness. They do feel this longing for you as well. And it does feel like they do hope you guys get back on track. Get like not even back on track, like better than you guys were in the past. And finally, we have slow down to relax. So they also feel like your relationship, your connection needs to move slowly. So again, I don't know whether you're in a good space right now or not. They don't feel like rushing things is the best move for the two of you. They definitely feel like a slow and steady approach will kind of give you both the outcome that, you know, maybe that they want, that they hope that you want or think that you want. But yeah, that is all I have though for those of you who chose this group. I do hope everything works out. I do, you know, hope for the best, and I hope it resonates and makes sense. Okay, please take care of yourself. Bye.